Today on Profs Huddle, we will take a look at Rowan's success within sports, features from football, field hockey, women's soccer, and women's volleyball.
On top of that, this week I interviewed Aeneas Robinson, senior linebacker for Rowan football, and I'll have that to share with you later. Then we'll look into the future forecast of Rowan sports this week. This is Profs Huddle. Welcome to Profs Huddle. I'm Wayne Comic Jr.
And I'm Jordan Weisinger. Rowan football opened NJAC play against TCNJ on October 12th. Rowan essentially resets its record to 0-0 after its first 4 out-of-conference games. Can Rowan start out 1-0 in conference play? Let's find out how the Profs fared against the Lions. Rowan is down 7-0. But Matt Wellesley, he finds Tyshawn Bookman open in the flat for a 14-yard receiving touchdown, tying the game up at 7. Rowan is able to get a big stop on defense by Eric Hill, and as a result, on the next drive, Nate Mayers, he's able to find Nunez Bakula for 39 yards. He takes it all the way to the TCNJ 2-yard line. A huge explosive play from the Profs. Next play, third-string quarterback Joseph Rena takes the direct snap and runs it into the end zone for an easy 6 points, 15-7 Rowan. Next scoring chance, Nate Mayers is looking for a man, but he ends up taking it himself. 8 yards into the end zone. The score is now 22-14 Rowan. The Profs now on defense. TCNJ quarterback Trevor Bott fires into the end zone, but it's intercepted by Eric Bryant, who takes it 12 yards out of the end zone. Next drive, Nate Mayers finds Tyshawn Bookman, and he goes down the sideline. Can he go all the way? No, he's tripped up by Amir Vick for a gain of 39 yards. Rowan finishes the drive with a 4-yard rushing touchdown from who else but Nunez Bakula, who powers his way into the end zone. That was the final scoring drive for the Profs against TCNJ, and they win by a final of 36-22 thanks to Nunez Bakula's 170 all-purpose yards.
Now, senior year is known as the last dance, and if you're a senior RTF major like me, we might call it the last act. But do you know what goes through the mind of a senior student athlete? Recently, I got to sit down and interview senior middle linebacker Aeneas Robinson about his journey playing collegiate football. Being a senior as a student athlete can be one of the most emotional things to go through. As a senior myself, it's crazy how fast 4 years can fly. That same thought came to one of the senior leaders of Rowan University's football team, Aeneas Robinson. I've been blessed to have known Aeneas since our days in high school in North Jersey. He's always been passionate about the game of football. Now, as a senior, I get to pick his brain about his college football experience.
I have grown as a collegiate athlete. I've gained football knowledge and just basic techniques that I've learned over the years have taken me a very long way this season. The biggest challenge I've experienced has been the pace of the game. College athletes are definitely way faster, way stronger, way bigger, and their technique is way better than high school athletes. My favorite moments as a team would be beating TCNJ last year. It was a very close game throughout the whole game, honestly, and we won on the last play, Hail Mary, so that was amazing.
4 games left in the regular season, Aeneas is focused on getting as many wins as he can. But the whole college football experience is not lost on him.
Take every single snap and treat it like it's your last, and just don't take any little moment for granted.
We now shift to the world of field hockey. On October 16th, Rowan women's field hockey team went up against TCNJ at home. Coming off back-to-back wins, can our ladies make it 3 in a row? The first 2 quarters was as physical as it gets. Both teams were tied 0-0 until the third quarter. TCNJ pushes the ball downfield as Maria Giuliano tries to stop the ball, but TCNJ forward Julia Neef cleans up the mess. Scores the goal to make it 1-0 TCNJ at the 38-minute and 19-second mark. Rotating into the fourth period, Rowan, we need some goals. Ali Puliambo weaves the ball to Jenna Gray, who crosses up a TCNJ defender and scores the goal to make it 1-1 at the 56-minute and 2-second mark. Now, at 57 minutes and 37 seconds, Rowan gets a penalty corner shot. The ball gets past to Paige Gray, who ends up getting fouled. The players get hyped as a penalty shot is on the way. Alexa Running locates her shot, takes her time, and she strikes. The clutch scored by the sophomore helps Rowan takes the lead 2-1 as her fellow profs show her nothing but love. Well, less than a minute left in the fourth quarter, a Rowan player holds the ball to milk the clock. And well, by the time TCNJ gets the ball, it's too little, too late, as the Rowan women's field hockey team is gonna walk out of here with a W. Final score being 2-1 as the team moves on to 7-7 this season.
Field hockey had a huge win over TCNJ, and now we have to talk about a prof who truly did wonders for their team. Someone who could be credited with the likeness of most valuable player. Alexa Rotting is our choice for most valuable prof. She had the game-winning goal against TCNJ on a penalty shot at the 58-minute mark. Her stardom definitely showed, and once again, for that reason, she is our MVP, most valuable prof. Congratulations, Alexa. Moving over to women's soccer now. Since NJAC play started on September 28th, the ladies have won 4 straight games. Before heading into their matchup this past week against Stockton, they were 9-0-2 on the season. Can they make it 5 straight wins on senior night? It is senior night in Glassboro, and the seniors were honored for their long tenures here at Rowan University. It can be emotional, but the game at hand is still of utmost importance, and a big NJAC competition lies ahead where Rowan takes on their rival Stockton. The players are getting ready for the game, and they had some chances early on, but they were ultimately stopped by the strong defensive front of Stockton. Rowan had 7 shots in the first half and 5 on goal for the entire match, compared to Stockton's 4 and only having a shot on goal. Rowan also led in fouls by a whopping 12 fouls to Stockton's 6. Stockton was standing strong, but Rowan, they were finally able to come through after a shot from Simone Passetti was deflected and eventually put back in the net by Olivia Giordano, which put the Profs up 1-0. Rowan broke out once again, and after a string of passes, Mackenzie Clement, she was able to bury a shot in the back of the net to put the Profs up by 2, which ended up being the final score in this match. The women's team gets it done again. They win their 5th straight game by a score of 2-0. They improved to a record of 10-0-2 on the season with scoring help from Olivia Giordano in the 38th minute and a goal from Mackenzie Clement in the 67th minute. Simone Passetti, Leon Sanfelice, and Sarah Wiedemann all get assists as well.
Rowan women's volleyball setter Brooke Adams has the most assists of all time for Rowan women's volleyball. We got a time to talk to this senior about her thoughts on holding this astounding record.
Senior Brooke Adams has made Rowan athletic history by becoming the school's all-time leader in assists for women's volleyball.
Year after my sophomore year, people were like, "You're going to break the record here," and I had no idea. So honestly, I kind of found out back then, and I've been excited ever since, and I'm happy it happened this year. I'm happy it happened early on in the year, so I can just keep building on that.
Her total assists, 3,951 and counting. However, Adams is the first to deflect praise back onto her teammates.
I'm a setter, so I can't really do anything by myself. It all depends on the pass and the hitters. So my success is a direct reflection of what my hitters can do. I don't get an assist unless they put the ball away. So it's really just all of us together. And I've just been lucky enough that I've been the person who's been able to set them and get that record. Being a college athlete's hard. There's a lot of times where you wish you could be doing other things. But it's honestly just the dedication we all have to the sport. These girls are my best friends, so just getting to play with them every day is a blessing, and that really helps the love of the sport when you're surrounded by great people.
The Profs rallied back from being down 2-0 last night against the Keene Cougars to force a set 5, but would fall short, losing with the final score of 3-2. However, Adams recorded a season-high 53 assists on the night, further adding to her record-breaking total.
It's time to see the current standings for the NJAC Women's Volleyball Conference. Rowan is currently at 5th with an overall record of 12-11 and a conference record of 2-3. As the season continues, every NJAC game is going to matter for the Profs. Number 1 is Montclair State with an overall record of 14-6 and the best conference record at 5-1. And well, it could always be worse as Ramapo sinks all the way to the bottom with an overall record of 2-14 and a conference record of 1-4.
With so many sports to cover, let's take a look at the upcoming week in Rowan sports with our weather sports calendar. Today, Rowan sports has 3 games. Field hockey is home against William Patterson at 6. Men's soccer takes on Kane in an NJAC matchup at home at 7. And the women's soccer team is on the road to take on Kane as well at 7:30. As we take a look to Thursday and Friday, women's volleyball looks to rain on the hopes of Rutgers Camden in Camden at 7. And field hockey looks to bring the electricity to Salisbury at 4. We finished the sports week on Saturday with a full slate of games and events. Rowan swim team takes on NYU here in Glassboro at 12. Rowan football heads to Salisbury to take on the Seagulls in an essential do-or-die game for Rowan's chances at an NJAC title. Men's soccer takes on Ramapo at 1, and the women's team heads up the Turnpike to take on Ramapo as well at 7.
We'd like to thank all our viewers for tuning into Profs Huddle today and staying up to date with all Profs sports. Until next time, I'm Wayne Comic Jr.
And I'm Jordan Weisinger.
Go Profs!